What's going on, everyone? We are back. B. Avery and Lamont. Another episode of Just My Opinion Reviews, talking that good old Cross, Season 2, Episode 4, titled Harden. And what is this episode? Two vigilantes meet in a Florida hotel room, and plans are hatched to exact justice. But when their connection endangers both their lives, an impossible decision is made. Only one can live. It is tragic. It is sad. Lamont, how you doing? Thank you for being here. And what did you think about this episode, sir?
I loved it. My favorite episode. It was tragic. It was sad. It was Romeo and Juliet on the vigilante side. And I just want to shout out the writers for doing such a good job of doing a textbook breakdown of how you make the audience fall in love with an antagonist and how you can put a good love story within a series within 1 or 2 episodes.
Yes, there was a good love story between 1 or 2 episodes. My goodness. Lamont, have you ever fallen in love that quick before, my brother? You know, as soon as you walk up on somebody, like, oh my gosh, you are the light. You are the goddess. I have a mural of you at home. I got you tatted over my body. This is a dream come true. Yes, Hercules. Have you ever been like that, sir?
Anybody I felt like that about, the minute I nutted, the love skeeted right out of me. So no, I can't really say that I really feel that way. I mean, I'm just being 100 about it. So no, I can't say that.
I guess this episode is rated R, NC-17, that posts 3-word clarification or clarity, if you will. But let's skip past that. I don't want to. My mom probably watches this, so I do apologize. But we're going to get to that story. We're going to get to it. I'm pretty sure you have a joke or two up your sleeve. But let's go back to the very beginning of the episode where actually, Lincoln, we got his real name. It's not Lincoln. It's not John Ramos. It's Esteban. Okay, it's never been put down on a legal document. And he is waking up at the Light's house, and he is tired. He is sleepy. He is like, I have been on the road forever. I'm home. I need to take a nap. They are very trusting of him. But like I said, we're going to come back to that. Also, at the beginning of the episode, Lamont, we found the body, or last episode, they found the body of Larson. I think that was his name, or Larkin, that was executed by Lincoln, by John Ramos, by Esteban. And they're trying to decide who is the assailant, who is the kidnapper, who is the murderer. Is it Esteban? Is it Lincoln? Or was it Larkin? And I like I don't know what department he was in, but he was funny to me, trying to play stupid, trying to play possum.
He was DHS.
Okay.
DHS.
Department of Homeland Security. So,
yeah.
You know, you're saying that my agent killed your suspect. I think your suspect killed, my agent. And it's like, no, how do you have proof of that? It's like, well, the body was found on the side of a road in the woods, somewhat in the middle of nowhere. Why? If the agent had control of the car, what the hell were they doing out there? If they was by themselves, okay, this is not procedure. Ain't no prisons around here. Where the hell were they going? And we speculated that we think that he was a part of this child trafficking, potentially sex ring, and that happens to be true. Possibly while he is dead. Lamont, what are your thoughts there, sir? What are your thoughts?
Good riddance. And I agree that I don't think Lincoln Esteban killed him just to do it. I think Lincoln Esteban behaved in self-defense. And obviously Cross and Kayla know it. And then you had Woody Hayes, the head of DHSS, come out and just basically tell you they had Larson on a list. Mm-hmm. He was the Punisher. Yeah. They knew he was dirty. They knew he was crooked. And I guarantee you that there are more people on the force, which is why he wasn't at privilege to tell them any more information, because he know there's others on the take, and he's probably trying to save his own ass too. Basically, he said that.
Yeah. That's one of the parts I chuckled at, because they asking the questions. I can't say that. I can't speak on it. Privileged information, or whatever exactly he said. I'm paraphrasing. He says, "Hey, right now my party is our suspect is on the loose from your dirty agent. Well, that's why my party right now is covering ass and collecting information in that order." I can't get mad at him for that. He's like, "Hey, if this comes up again, I'm gonna deny it. Okay, I ain't saying nothing. All right, I'm not trying to get my head blown off. We dealing with billionaires and all this stuff right here." Yeah, that was kind of funny to me. So that he gave them a few crumbs. I mean, he gave them a few crumbs to try to figure some things out, but he wasn't spilling the beans or whatever. But yeah, man. We also found out that Chris Brook, Lance Duran, who's trying to feed the world, he got little babies running his facilities, running his warehouses, man, running his farms, and you just can't. You just can't do that, man. And as we're putting the pieces of the puzzle together, we know who was in charge of, I think it was either Site 51 or Site 52. It was this gentleman by the name of Patrick, who Donnie Boy killed last episode, when he was out running or whatever. Paul was overcharged.
Paul Hellwigger,
Yes.
whatever his name.
Yes. I was kind of thinking that they would have, well, let me ask you this. They probably could have got away with it if the 43-year-old, the little boy that was posing as a 43-year-old wasn't snooping around the corner. If he would have went and hid in the dumpster, not the dumpster, but if he would have hid in the truck or whatever the hell, the trap door, they probably could have got away with it, but he want to play peekaboo around the corner. Hey, I see you over there. Come out and show your identification. I mean, yes, I'm glad they got caught, but at the same time, I'm like, I feel unethical saying this. Am I tripping, or where are you at on this?
Well, they would have caught somebody anyway, and you're tripping, but you're almost there. And let me tell you what I mean by that. You should be tripping on the management for being such dumbasses as giving these people who clearly do not look 43 the ID of somebody 43. Okay, and the dude peekabooing, you got to think he's been stolen from wherever he came from. He was stolen. So when you see a chaos and calamity like that, you kind of want to know, am I about to be thrown back in another truck? Is something about to happen to me? So like I said, you're almost there, but you really need to be getting on, what was his name? Paul Hellwig, because he was hell on wheels by not making sure these people had adequate ages attached to what they looked like.
Yeah. You're right. But I'm glad that he got his due, because he was a nasty SOB, and you can't just be smuggling kids around like this, minors, babies. That's disgusting, and it's Lamont. Like, to me, it's not just a money thing. I mean, these are billionaires, multi-millionaires. Can you really not afford to pay somebody a decent wage and still get the work done? I mean, you need. What am I missing here, if anything at all?
You're missing greed. You're missing that they want power. You're missing that they get a God complex, and you're also missing that this show is depicting modern day slavery. Mm-hmm. That's all this is, and it's still going on. B. Avery, do you know what minimum wage is in the United States right now?
I don't. It's different in different spots, but some places it's $7, some places it's $15, to my understanding.
Well, it depends on the state, but the federal minimum wage is $7.25. It's
horrible.
Nobody can live off that. And these guys go to the government and they get the money, they socialize the money, then tell people who making $7.25 don't go to the government for money. Stop it. It's common slavery. It's a God complex, and it's you thinking you holier than thou. And the other part, behavior, and I give it back to you. Have you ever noticed how these rich, entitled white guys do a whole lot of stuff to ease their conscience, to make them feel like they're doing good things? Oh, I give to charity, or I'm saving the world. You do all this conscious easing stuff because you know deep down on the inside, you are as grimy as the poop on the bottom of my toilet that ain't been cleaned in 6 years. And that's why they do those things, B. Avery.
Yeah. Thank you for that. I knew it. I just wanted you to say it, you know. So appreciate that. Well said, like usual, sir. Well said, like usual. What do you think of Esteban's story? Because the mama, the auntie, she wasn't buying it. She's like, wait a minute now. Who is this guy? How did he find you? You know. And he gives a story, said he's been knowing about Luz, Rebecca, the light, his savior, his goddess for 2 years now. I kept my distance on purpose. You know, what do you think of his story?
100% believe it. 100% believe. Man, anytime, okay, I don't want to jump, but there's a parallel that happens at the end that lets you know this man was deeply in love with this woman, or the aura that is RUZ. He was deeply in love with this woman, and I completely believe the story. But I'm also on the side of the aunt that you can't have him out here dangling. But you know, B. Avery, honestly, I do not believe he would have ratted. I don't believe no amount of pressure they could have put on him would have made this man rat. This was his deity. This was his God on earth. And they probably should have kept him as a soldier. That would have been the best thing to do it, because this man is better than RUZ and Donnie combined to come find them. Like the auntie said, I'd rather you find them, not them finding us.
Yeah. Was he mentally stable? Was he crazy? And also, let me throw into this, because, hey, if we both make it out of here, is it a chance for us? I mean, was it love or was it just infatuation? I'm also throwing something out here. Mind you, he only knew about her for 2 years. And he grew a hell of an obsession because of it. Now, I mean, I love my people too that's going to die and fight for me, but I have never wanted to, actually, I don't want to make any comparisons, but there's no one on the planet that has motivated me enough only after 2 years for me to get a tattoo on my body, a mural on the wall, and chop off my own fingers. You know, I mean, you know, this guy's the ultimate fan. You know, in real life, you can't just go up to your, you know, if you're part of the Beehive, if that's what it's called, my fault, you know, you can't just go up to Beyonce and be like, hey, baby, I love you. Let's go have sex in the hotel. Or Jay-Z, or Lil Wayne, or Kevin Hart, or whoever it is, Jennifer, or whoever, you know. But he hit the jackpot. He hit the lotto by having his shirt off, and you know, being able to get in there. I'm saying a lot, but my original question: was he mentally stable? Was he a crazy person or not? What do you think there?
No, he was mentally stable. I mean, he views this woman the way some people view Jesus Christ, only this woman is a vigilante instead of a Jesus Christ. Instead of, you know, coming and taking 2 pieces of fish and 1 piece of fish, 2 pieces of bread and feeding 5,000, she's taking a knife and a gun and she's chopping off fingers in the name of his people. And you got to think, back in the slavery days, people probably looked up to Harriet Tubman in the same way that they look up to RUZ. She was doing something illegal. RUZ is doing something illegal. But that illegality was justified by the saving of the people. And no, I don't think there's nothing crazy about him. I just think he had a great obsession, and I view it no different from the way people obsess about the Lord Jesus Christ and try to follow in his footsteps. It's just that she was his Jesus Christ.
I hear you. You know, it's just the chopping up of the extremities for me is a lot. But hey, no, you make good valid points. You make go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, think about it like this: if you in the Underground Railroad, and to escape your slave master was illegal, if they almost catch you and you kill them and chop off their neck, are you gonna feel uneasy about that?
Not at all.
That's him. That's his situation. These people have wronged him and they hide behind it's illegal, or it's legal for them to do what they're doing when it's not. And when someone comes to rectify these wrongs and chopping off their fingers, for him is par for the course, because you're saving my people and you're sending a message to stop hurting my people.
Of course. When I was talking about the fingers, I was talking about he chopped off his own fingers.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one, man. That's why I said it's a crazy obsession. I don't
Yeah,
think he's crazy, but it's a crazy obsession. Because
yeah,
I
yeah.
ain't chopping off nothing for
Right,
nobody.
right. Yeah, y'all let us know what y'all think, man. But yeah, she did him right though. Gave him some money. Gonna give him a new passport. You know, set him up in not just a hotel, but you know the King's Suite and all that. So that's
Presidential.
yeah, presidential, top best of the best. You know, she was.
But
You
most
know,
importantly, she gave him the panty
she
draws.
gave him the panty draws more than once too. More than
Yeah.
once. More than once. We gonna come back to them though. Um, um, John's mom. Is she lying or is she telling the truth? She don't. I don't know who no TK is. I don't know who TK. I don't know no TK. Old dude had his little gambling thing at his laundromat casino. I ain't gonna say 5-0. I ain't gonna say nothing because I ain't no snitch. I ain't gonna get no names, but I'm gonna give you some initials. You know what I'm saying? TK.
Bruh.
But Mama says she don't know no TK, man. Is she lying or she telling the truth?
She lying. She
Really?
lying. She 100% lying. Yep. I don't know. TK could be John's daddy for all we know. There's a reason why she's covering for TK. There is a reason.
Yeah.
It could be John's daddy, and she don't want to throw him under the bus. She don't want John to meet him like that. But at the end of the day, like they said, TK stands between you and jail. You gotta make a choice.
Yes. It's obviously a man. Most likely she slept with him. And she's infatuated in love with him, one or the other. And she's trying to protect him. So.
Or is she afraid of him?
That too. And they did mention that as well. They did mention that. So, you know, we both think that she's lying. And, you know, she's, you know, hanging on from a string right now, trying to be in the graces of her son and create a relationship. And this is not the best approach by not being transparent and telling him who TK is. So kind of shooting yourself in the foot right now. But we're going to see how that plays out. But it's you know, obviously a man that she has some type of care for. So we're going to see. We're going to see. I know we talked about the kids in the cages last time. We got the little boy now that has come over across his house. I think her name is Rachel, the little girl. I could be wrong with the name. She's been practicing her Spanish. They're being nice, welcoming them in. Again, bro, this is a lot right here just to take in an undocumented child that is witness murder. They don't speak English. That's a hell of a favor right there. Cross wouldn't be a bad person if he says no, absolutely not. You're shaking your head, Lamont. I mean, yeah, how you feeling about that, sir?
That is a lot to take on, my brother. A lot. And I'm glad Cross did it because it warmed my heart to see this individual, Berto, taken in by a family that has a super strong black daughter who speaks English. You know, of course, that reminds me of my daughter who's in a Spanish immersion program. And if y'all want to see her YouTube video where she just dropped speaking Spanish about a couple of things, I'll be dropping that real soon. It made me almost feel like I need to go adopt someone in that same situation who they're going to be asking for crime data. He's got to go check in with immigration. He don't speak the native tongue. And I would rather him be with a strong black family than one of these crummy, you see them, rich white dudes family who would corrupt them mentally and tell them that their native tongue is wrong. And I just think that Berto is going to grow, but I'm fearful of Berto because you don't make a big story like this and put him in Cross's house for nothing. And I'm interested to see how Elle is going to interact with Berto.
Good point. We definitely got to talk about Elle because she didn't pop up in the episode, but there was a conversation with her. Oh man, there's still so much to talk about.
You forgot your boy,
Bobby Trey.
Yes, man.
Yeah, he was next on the list. We got to talk about Bobby Trey, man. You know, he at the Chinese restaurant. He got the money. He trying to hunt down the files, and he comes up on some type of underground mining computer hacking network. You know, they pretty busy in there. Everybody got 6 screens, and they doing the work, man. And he comes up on this file, and he says, "Yeah, you're not gonna like it." It's so bad we don't want to be in the room when you watch it. Woo, Lamont. They gave us the warning at the very beginning of this episode. Hey, there is going to be images of suicide. Be warned. We told you. I had to turn away. I couldn't just look at that straight on, without flinching. That really bothered me. And it's not just the violence. I mean, I've seen movies where, bodies are blown up all the time, but it's the mindset behind it. It's violence and people being taken advantage of. Clearly, this is some type of dark, demonic experiments, drug thing going wrong. So where they're trying to make super soldiers and the side effect is vicious suicide. There's no confirmation that they're trying to make super soldiers. I'm just making it up, but you get my point. And guess who turns around? Lamont? What is going on? The deep fake? AI? Lamont? Your girl is screwed. Cross, I don't think he can save her. Where you at, sir? Where you at?
When Cross see that tape and know that he's been sleeping with a monster, he liable to chop his own penis off because that was some evil stuff. I mean, B. Avery hit it right on the head. They was trying to give my man, they wasn't giving him the Captain America super serum. They were giving him the Great Value super serum that made him bust his eyeball, ladies and gentlemen. He just Sergeant Thomas went from being calm to he couldn't shove the shapes in the right thing. And then all of a sudden he just started rocking like the monkey named Primate. And next thing you know, he's shoving his eyeball out. And lo and behold, who turns around, as B. Avery said, Kayla with a lab coat on. And what in the hell is she doing with a lab coat on? Okay. This wasn't no strip tease. Cross won't in the room. She wasn't cross-dressing, ladies and gentlemen. She really had on a lab coat with Sergeant Thomas while he was getting the drip, and he killed himself. And that was, and what got me, B. Avery, that was too much for Bobby Trey.
That's what I'm saying. Bro, he a monster himself. Yeah.
And by the way, shout out to the actor playing Bobby Trey. You have been a breath of fresh air that I didn't know I needed in this show as comic relief. But you have done a great job. And to see the look of fear on your face, I'm wondering, is he going to give Kayla her money back?
I'm out.
I wouldn't want that dirty
Take
money.
me back to jail. I don't want no part of this. Leave me in there with the plants. You know what I'm saying?
No, right.
Yeah, man. He was shook, man, and he was despicable. And I don't want to root for him. I really don't, because but it's a very nice, complicated written show in the best way possible. But yeah, that was pretty dark, man. That was pretty dark.
It was crazy.
Do you really believe it was Kayla, or do you think that's some type of AI deepfake technology?
My gut, I never thought about AI deep faking until you mentioned it. I hope it is, but I think it was Kayla.
Really? Okay.
But we're also but here's the thing: where does the gun come into play? Like, because this is the issue, the gun that didn't have the serial number. Where does that come into play? So it could be a deep fake for all we know. If you go by, okay, what does Sergeant Thomas getting Great Value version of Super Soldier Serum have to do with a gun missing the serial number?
Yeah.
And I still don't trust her boss. I don't trust him. I do not trust him.
the male, the light-skinned cat? Yo, hell no.
Yep.
No. I don't trust him either. I don't trust him either. Making a hard left right here. Do you trust, let's just call him a counselor, over the undocumented boy that was getting him registered for the test in the office? That was like, hey, where you from? Toledo, Ohio. And John came in there. Do you trust him?
Yeah, I trust him.
Okay.
I trust him. But the thing is, we got to be careful about any adult that's speaking Spanish. We got to be very careful. Very careful.
Say more. Say more.
Because anyone who has that ability to speak English and translate Spanish, you have power over those who can't do the same thing. So you could be sitting here telling the Spanish people all the lies in the world, getting them caught up in this trafficking ring, while you're talking to the billionaire saying, hey, I got you a good batch right now, and I know how to speak their language to get the booty right for you, and getting your palms greased with their money. So anybody who speaks Spanish that is not Spanish, we've got to keep a close eye on them. So right now, I trust them, B. Avery, but my spidey sense has a small tingle.
All right. Let's see if it's tingling next week. But speaking of getting the booty right, you did say that, correct?
I did.
They got the booty right again. Cross got Kayla's booty right in the hotel, but there's an extra piece of flavor, Lamont. There was no alcohol involved in this transaction.
She didn't drug him this time.
She did not. And you know what? It's probably would have been in the Cross's best interest to exit stage left and not a blind shirt, because it was one question that would kill the move for me. Wait a minute, Cross. There's no alcohol this time. Okay, so is this for real? Do you love me? No, she didn't say, do you love me? But man, when she said, is this for real? I was like, man, why you gotta mess it up? Damn. I need to go to my room. Why are you catching feelings and stuff, man? Damn. We had a good thing going. But he didn't do that, though. He kept going. But I did react that way when I heard her say it, like, oh, like, what are y'all going to live happily ever after? I mean, you know, y'all going to get married and have some kids? Am I tripping? What are y'all thoughts on this Smash session number 2?
Yeah, you tripping, man, because we was just talking about how Cross was in 2 beds, and both times the women got up before he did, and he was looking like, okay, is that it? Are we not going to cuddle? We're not going to crest? And Kayla just finally admitted that she's digging him. Like the last time she tried to pretend like she wrote it off as alcohol, even though we knew better. And now she wants to know for sure, if we're going to be doing this, is this something I can rely on? This is not going to be something where I want your penis, and then 2 weeks later you're going to be like, nah, you can't have none. You know, I want to know that the steady stream is coming. And apparently he's feeling it. So he didn't stop him.
Okay. Do you mean a steady stream of casual sex or a relationship?
Relationship.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's ridiculous.
I agree.
No, look. Okay, let me back up. I won't say that it's, well, no, I will say, I think if that's what she really wants, if she really likes Cross, if she really cuts for him and wants something for real, okay. You know what I'm saying? You feel him, he's a nice guy. I'm not going to get mad at you for that. But I think, you know, sometimes we have to have realistic expectations. And if she expects something like this from a coworker, I think she's being foolish. But that's just my opinion.
Well, technically, he's not a coworker. When this case is over with, she go back to the feds, he go back to the police department.
How did you think of that, the physical chemistry? They looked like they was about to make out twice in the briefing room in front of everybody. The first time, it was a bit genuine. The second time was kind of corny to me. Where you at on that?
When you say the second time, are you talking about when they were standing up and 2 John caught wind of it?
Yeah. Yes. 100%.
Yeah, that one had a feel of, it could be corny, but it also had a real feel. It also had like a feel of you just got your hand caught in the cookie jar type situation. And 2 John noticed it. And I really believe that these two genuinely like each other. But when he find out what she's into, what she did, and when Elle finds out, I'm sure Elle is going to get all moist and tender back for Cross, because technically, B. Avery, Elle still loves Cross. She's being a hard butt right now. She loves that man. Yeah. And when she sees some competition stepping up, especially Jungle Fever style competition,
I think that Kayla and Cross I think they like each other. I think they have, of course, they're attracted to each other, and I think they have a crush on each other, but I don't think there's no real love there for the long term, bro. This is a short time, not a long time, or however the saying goes. But that's just me. I don't think they love each other. I don't think that's an option.
But who loves each other? Who loves each other this quickly?
Man, you'd be surprised. Whether it's well, I don't know. I mean, that's fair. I don't think they okay. If you want to take love out, I don't think they like each other enough to they legitimately want a monogamous relationship. I don't think that. I think that they just find each other attractive and they're fond of each other at most. But y'all let us know what you think. But no, go ahead.
I think she wants that from him. I don't think he wants that from her.
Okay. And we talked about Elle. She didn't pop up, but she was mentioned. Who do you want Cross to end up with, Kayla or Elle? Elle or Kayla?
Golly, man,
Lamont, that should not be a hard question, but Jesus Christ, I guess it is.
It's not a hard question. It's just sad because somebody's gonna get their little heart broke. But at the end of the day,
it's over here.
Yeah. I put on the cape quick now. Y'all look behind me. Y'all see all that stuff back there? It's obviously Elle because that's who Cross has the history with. That's who he's wronged, and now he's trying to right the ship. And usually, when couples can overcome something that can tear them apart, it makes them stronger. He's already got history with her, but the issue is going to be he's probably going to ruin. There ain't going to be no more friendship with Kayla once he picks Elle, because I don't see he's not picking Kayla over Elle. I can tell you that right now.
That would be insane. I would probably stop watching the show. I know a lot of people are disappointed that he's even sleeping with her in my comment section. And you're entitled to your opinion. I think it's dangerous, but that's where he wants to dip his toe. That's where he wants to dip his toe. So we're gonna see how that plays out. They find the surveillance in the hotel or the casino says, "Hey man, we've been having Rebecca on surveillance for like 2 years, man. She popping in and out. Bro, she got a whole network of underground people up under her. Laundry people, security at the casino. Hey, lead them this way, lead them that way." I was surprised by that, man. What did you think when you saw that?
I was like, this chick has a whole organized network, a global organized network. I mean, they know her up in there, like behind the closed doors. They know her. Even the guy standing at the door, who I guess he's security. He opened the door and let her go.
Yeah,
I was like, dang, this chick is international, and I'm sure these people is on her payroll for sure. Like they got to be on her payroll. So I like it, and sometimes, and no pun intended, you make strange bedfellows when you're trying to achieve a goal that's multinational, and that's what she's done.
Yeah. Do you think that they could have got away? Lincoln, John, Esteban, and the light, Rebecca, RUZ, she killed him. She was like, the plane takes off in a couple of hours. Run for it. Do you think that was necessary for them to do that?
Not with him. Like technically, you need to get rid of him, but he had already proven that he loved this woman. She was a deity for him. She wasn't just a human. She was a deity for him. He was willing to sacrifice his life for her. That's not someone that's going to rat. So him in particular, no, they should have just let him go. But the aunt and Donnie was not having no parts of that. None. Yeah. And I learned from 50 Cent, you're not a real killer till you kill someone you love. And that's what RUZ had to do. And shout out to the actress playing RUZ. Y'all little love scene, you and Lincoln Esteban, I felt that. I felt your aura. I mean, him caressing your back and the motivational speech he gave you that got your panties moist. I felt all that. You was androgynous, and damn it, I wish I was him.
Yeah, he probably had a good time recording that scene. So, he went out with a bang, so to speak. You have any
Literally.
you have any other things that we haven't discussed? Any final thoughts, anything like that, sir?
Just that it was revealed that Crestwood, like you said, they're using those kids, and Lance knows it. And me and you pegged his security woman along. We didn't trust her from jump, and we was right. We was 100% right. She knows everything that's going on, and I can't wait to see what happens with Berto. He's going to be a mainstay. You don't put him with you do not put him with Cross for nothing, and I'm ready to see what they're going to do with him.
That's true. That's true. I'm eager to see about this video with Kayla popping up in it. If it's real, deep fake, or AI, I don't want to believe it's her. I don't. And you doing something like that just so heinous, so evil, and then turn to the camera with a smirk on your face. I just don't think that's the same person. I think that they, given what's going on with technology right now, bro, they got videos of Hulk and Thanos fighting, and Lion King 2, of Scar saving Mufasa, and Neo versus, I'm talking about all this deep fake AI videos. So they got the technology to do it in real life, and so they will be able to do it in the show. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is going to wrap it up for our Cross Season 2, Episode 4 recap review. We really do appreciate it. We will be here same time, same place with Episode 5. If you're watching this on my channel, please subscribe to Lamont's channel. This is what it looks like right here. There will be a link to this in the pinned comments not in the pinned comments, but the description of this video. If you're watching this on Lamont's channel, subscribe to my channel. This is what it looks like. There will be a link to my channel in his description box as well. And so, guys, we want to thank you again for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery, that's Lamont, and that's just our opinion. Peace out, and we'll see you next time.